Hi, everybody. Let me just get the banner and raise the roof. I like that, Carol. Okay, yeah. Let me get the brand. I have all these little options over here now. It's driving me crazy, people. Okay, let's see here. Hide that. Hide this. Hide all that. Mess. Oh, my God. Okay, boom. Hi. It's me again. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Carol, Danielle, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you here again. Dom, nice to see you. Okay. Yeah, my roses are going like gangbusters. I've got 10 blooms on them right now, and it smells like rose in here like you can't believe. They're not even supposed to really have any kind of scent because they are a miniature rose, and as you know, a lot of them don't. But then again, it was also supposed to be an orange colored rose, and it's bright screaming yellow. So who the hell knows, right? Hi, Rebecca. Oh, no problem. No problem. I like doing this. That's why I do it. So what's everybody been up to? How's this Lions Gate going? We just started it yesterday. The 8-8 Lions Gate. We're getting closer to a lot of huge energy shifting going around. And I want to show you, I did pull a card today. I didn't for the past 2 days because I was like, screw this. I keep pulling the same freaking card for everybody. So I just stopped, went back to it, and this is the card I pulled for everybody. Let me see here. I gotta go back to all this sidebar stuff again. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Bang. Release. The waning crescent. Now, I think this imagery pretty much says it all. But I'm going to tell you a few things. I'm going to leave this card up on the screen and talk about a few things. Now, hi, Amy. Hi, Loretta. So, yeah, Carol, everybody, got in a really bad accident. Oh, dear. Fideo. Nope. 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 Okay. That person is booted. Anyway, so let's get back to the card, shall we? I'm going to leave this up on the screen for everybody so we can discuss it. You see my hand waving around over here. I'm talking with my hands today. Oh, my God. Okay. So how bad do you want to let things go? I want that to simmer with everybody. Ask yourself. You may say, enough of this already, right? You just want to get through it. You want things to change, etc. I'm not talking about what we're doing right now, meaning COVID and all that nastiness that's affecting us on a global scale. I'm talking about that stuff that's kind of built up inside of us that we keep having, and especially for me today, flashbacks about. So let's look at this imagery. And I'm using my mouse, like you can see my little cursor here. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, she is literally has her eyes closed. She's bent backward and she's just like, let it go, getting it out of her, just letting it all escape and go up to the sky, right? Transformation is occurring because we do have the butterflies, and we also have that everything going up to the waning crescent, meaning you gotta exert that energy somehow, or else it's just gonna overwhelm you. And literally, that's what this card is about. I'm going to get rid of the picture now, everybody. But this card, right, or that card, since I took it off the screen, is all about being overwhelmed. And I have complex PTSD. I've been fighting it, living with it, surviving through it for several years. And I got to tell you, it has left me in the highs and the lows as of late. And it isn't so much that we need to get rid of those things, because it's a part of us. It's braided into our DNA pretty much, because that's how energy works. But what we need to do is figure out why we keep fixating on it. And we do, because those thoughts are like a little army. And like an associate, like all these little associates, like one soldier pops up and it'll bring more. Boom, 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 boom. And it's just the string of associative reasoning, right? And I'm throwing a lot of philosophical terms out there. But think about it. One thing leads to another, right? Oh, I'm thinking about A, let's go to B. B, well, now I'm thinking about A, B, and now let's bring in C. Now C, A, B, C. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like a marching army, okay? That is what these flashbacks, that is what this energy is like. It builds and builds and builds, and it leads to you being overwhelmed unless you put it somewhere. You can't hold on to that stuff, everybody. You can't. And I know it sounds contrived, and that's like the word of the century for me, right? To just say, oh, just let it go. Just drop it. You don't need it, right? No, you don't need it, but hey, guess what? It's part of where you've been. Therefore, it's part of who you are. So you can't deny it, but you can inspect it and think about why it is you're being so triggered by looking at the things you are currently going through in your life on a day-to-day basis. Like for me, something really horrible happened to me and the person responsible was born on this day. So I have all of these flashbacks and sensory flashbacks of PTSD all throughout the day. And I have to keep reminding myself, you know what? I am here right now. I'm not there anymore. And in order to be able to do that, I've actually been overloading my other senses. So, because when you have complex PTSD, and yeah, Rebecca's asking, where can you put that energy? It's entirely up to you. If you follow your gut. I like to write things down and burn them, because then guess what? It's gone. It's symbolic. It's symbolic for your energy. It's the act of doing it, getting it out of you, putting it on paper, burning it. It's changed. It's transformed into something else that is not in you anymore. I also like to tie knots and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it until that is released. That energy is gone. So instead of creating a negative situation by going over the same thing again and again and again, you are better than that. And I know I'm better than falling into that rut, but guess what? I am an energy being having a human experience just like everybody else on this planet. And well, pretty much everywhere, if you think about it, if you want to go there. Anyway, tangent. Now, I also want to say back to not just where do you put your energy. And again, Rebecca, follow your gut. It's all about the act of doing something with it, meaning, I don't want to say performance, but, taking it into the physical, that frustration, putting it into the physical. Some people bake, some people go shop, which is not a good trend to get into because it could lead down a really nasty rabbit hole. But it's the act of doing something, bringing it into the physical and changing the momentum of it and changing the energy direction of it so that it's no longer on your shoulders and you have clicked out of it. Now, one of the tricks of the trade, people, pay attention to this, is when your complex PTSD does get triggered and you do keep running into this sensory overload, like, oh my God, right? And you just kind of drift back into what happened to you. Somebody could be talking right at your face. Somebody could be touching you, poking you like a bear, right? Poking you. You'll be back there. You'll be like, out. You're out in this other world. You're there, re-experiencing that same situation over and over again. So my advice, how to ground and how to center, and there's that word again I talk about a lot, is grounding, right? It's to take something, a picture, make sure you have it on your phone, your computer, sitting beside you, whenever you feel down. Make sure that it has a lot of gradation, meaning colors across the spectrum, every shade, every version of that color, like a rainbow effect, right? Roger Biv, just get it all out there, all the colors. And put yourself in that picture, meaning study it. Study that photo hard and hard to the point of where you can almost, I know, Carol, we're talking about disassociation. That's correct. We are, but I just didn't want to say that because it gets a lot of negative feedback. Now, we're grounding from a disassociative state. So, a lot of this wordiness tonight, but I really feel like I had to bring this to the table for everybody. And you could blame my Rose for this, okay? She's over there in that window behind me. Anyway, so you look at this picture with all these colors in it, you put yourself in it, and you almost to the point where you can feel the colors. You see every dot, that pixelated dot of the printer even, you are in it. You see how the ink works, how everything. And then you raise your eyes up and you look around the room and you say out loud, desk, table, lamp, chair, kitty, in the chair, whatever, so that you see exactly where you are. Now you may say, what effect does that have? Well, it tricked your brain into bouncing back into where it needs to be. Now, are people going to look at you funny when you just start rattling out into the air, desk, chair, lamp, kitty, whatever? Probably. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. If you have to live through life, and we are going through all of these trying times, well, then we have to use every piece of equipment we have in order to put that fire out, or to, even if it has to take some Gorilla Glue and some spackling and duct tape to put stuff in the container that we call our brain, just stuff it back where we can pull it out when we want to. Sometimes we have to do that, don't we? But don't just don't lower who you are by saying you shouldn't be experiencing it anymore. Because these things that happen to you are a part of you. They're a piece of you. They're a facet of you. And if you are experiencing or re-experiencing and being triggered, find out what your triggers are and work with those. You're not going to be able to change the things that have already happened, no matter what you do. And there's nothing to learn from those experiences anymore either. There isn't, because there's nothing you can do to go back and change what happened. And that is a harsh realization. And that is something I wanted to, I'll get off my soapbox now. Just tell me to get off my soapbox, people. My God. Kitty probably would. She's over there looking at me like, what the hell? Why are you raising your voice? Need some more music on here. Carol, it's buffering. Oh my God. Am I buffering for people? Am I still on here? I don't know. It was raining really hard here. All right, Dom. Dom says it's resonating. Okay. So, Rebecca, if you have any more questions about where to put that energy, because think about it. If you're stuck in that rut and you're being, hi, Leanne, and if you are reliving things from like 10, 15, 20 years ago and you can't get out of them, you got to figure out why this is happening. And I will guarantee you, it will make you all the stronger once you figure out why these things keep coming up in your mind. It isn't that you need to go back and inspect the situations and how to change them and how to change you. No, you have to figure out why you are thinking about those things again, why you keep falling into that rut. Because there are these other peripheral, meaning little tangential, my favorite words, right? Things that are kind of coming at you and reminding you of a pattern. Focus on those and it will change you. It will change you for the better. I know, I hear you guys. Hi, Talitha. I hope I said your name right. Okay, so I'm still on for everybody. My Lord. I have so much I could say. I just feel so much energy today for everybody. I really, really do. And all these storms and everything that are flying through here, it's just says a lot. So I also want you guys, if you're interested about the Lion's Gate, oh God, my nerves and my neck and my shoulder. Anyway, it comes to a head August 8th, 8/8. Okay. It's basically this huge Leo energy shift. So, and it started yesterday. And here we are, baby stepping it. So we have flashbacks. We have falling into ruts. Don't beat yourself up about it. You are better than that, and you deserve better than that. All of you, even me, even Kitty, even my Rose. Okay. All right. So let's look at that card again, shall we? I'll pull it over here. There you go. Look at that. I did just that. Rebecca, you were asking how to get rid of the energy. I just got rid of a lot of it by explaining a few things about what's going on in the world today energetically with you guys. I feel like that woman right now. I am obviously calming down and getting off my soapbox, but there is a transformation occurring. Release that pent-up energy. Release that pathway. Jump off of the rut. Get out of the rut. Look at the rut and see why it's formed and why you keep falling into it. Don't ask yourself, why did it even occur in the first place? Don't do it. Let's get this off there. Get back to the comments. Hi, Allison. Ooh, from England. And this near, I'm going to put this up on the screen. Oh, my Lord. It's 12:20 there. Oh. So guess what, everybody? Allison's new here. Yeah, and I got to address Leanne really quickly, but I am going to pull some cards for Allison. Now, Leanne, like I said, you might want to go back after this is over and see like what's up, right? With what I've been talking about. Even my face got a little red. Oh my God. All right. So let's get that off there. Let's go back to Allison. Everybody's scrolling in here. Hi, Charmaine. Got 2 UK people here. Wow. Fantastic. Good to see you guys, or ladies, whatever you want to say. Now, Allison, today, well, this doesn't go for Allison, it goes for everybody. I'm actually, hey, what's going on? 2-minute clicks. Oh, God. All right. So I'm actually doing Lenormand tonight. Lenormand is short and sweet. I pretty much read all the cards pretty short and sweet, but what's gonna show is a situation that you need to figure out, contemplate why and how you need to work with it right now, because it is affecting you. And it will, if you figure out how to work with it, it will help release some of that pent-up energy, and you will not feel as overwhelmed as you may feel right now. I'm kind of burdened too. Somebody on here feels burdened. It's not me. But somebody on here feels burdened. Anyway, so let's get to this, huh? And the ladies, I swear to God. All right. So, Allison, card time. You're getting a card. Everybody's getting a card tonight. Let's see here. Does anybody have any questions? We're going to try to do, oh, I have so much to tell you guys too. The landlord of the building I moved into has actually offered to just let me have readings, not in where I live, but in a space that she has for meetings. So I was like, okay, sure, let's do it. She also owns a restaurant a couple blocks down from me, and I am usually the reader there on the weekends. It's kind of like something to bide time while your food comes out. But she wants me to start doing it independent from the restaurant as well. So I'm going to be available for in-person, one person at a time. So it'll just be you and I sitting, and all COVID-19 precautions will be observed. So, yeah. Okay, so Allison. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy. Allison, your card. And it's okay to be in a depression. It's okay, especially right now. We are going through ups and downs like you cannot imagine, and you are not alone. You are not alone. We're starting to go through something called the Lion's Gate. So you might want to look that up. Man, the energy off these cards. I understand. Allison, I understand. This is your card. The mice. Look at the imagery here. You are not alone, but you feel like the situations are at hand are bigger than you can find your way through. But you know what? Mice, they survive, don't they? It takes a lot to actually get rid of mice. So kudos for you for having tenacity, because you have it in like a ton load. Now, down here, I'm going to point out we have the 7 of Wands, which 7 of Clubs, Wands, Fire, all the same thing. Now, I'm going to ask you to please, Allison, pay attention to your energy reserves and store up for the future, meaning that things may come to a head. There might be a huge argument coming in the horizon, and you have to understand that this isn't like a David and Goliath thing. This is not like you going up against something that is almost an impenetrable kind of force to be reckoned with. You are a mouse. And, even, what is it? What is the measurement? Is it like a quarter of an inch? I think it's a quarter of an inch. If there is a quarter of an inch, don't quote me on that, but I'm saying it anyway, everybody. Like leeway from the floor to the bottom of a door. A mouse can get under that door. That's how they can kind of just squish out and get through things. You can flatten them, you can do whatever, but they have the fortitude and the tenacity to get through the stickiest of situations. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Called glue trap, okay? Remember, all you need to do based on this card is to change your perspective of the situation that's going on, and to change your perspective of that situation which is actually troubling you right now. Fires have a tendency to burn out if they're not fed. Keep a store of energy for that part of you that has been hurt and is hurting right now. Because you still got to move forward in the world. Remember that, Allison. But you're stronger than you know. And I'm not just saying that because you said that you're going through depression. You're stronger than you know. I hope that helps a little bit. Yeah. 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 You got to, I'm saying, yeah. I'm reading what everybody says over here to the right of my screen. Okay. Hi, Helen. Hi, Helen. I didn't see you there earlier. But think about it. You can transform yourself to fit into the littlest nook and cranny in order to get what you want. Now, that is a strength, isn't it? I feel like I have to tell you that, Allison. And it's not something nasty. I'm not saying you're manipulative or anything like that. Don't read into that, okay? What I am saying is that you are prepared. You are. But don't throw everything that you have at the situation at hand, because you have to keep moving forward with your life, and you keep moving forward with the situations and the people around you. So take care of yourself so you can, okay? Allison, you take care, okay? All right. Now, let's do Charmaine too. Charmaine, since you're all the way over there from the UK, you're getting some cards too. Or a card, I should say. You're very welcome, Allison. Please keep in touch, okay? You can get in touch with me through my Facebook if you like. But hang in there, lady. Okay. I'm going to try to do a card for as many people as I can until my energy starts to go. I have my Hershey Kisses here, people. For those of you that are brand new, I got my Hershey Kisses. Chocolate. Chocolate is my energy. That's what gives me power, is my chocolate. Okay. So we're going to try to help as many people as possible. Charmaine, your card. The Rider. Carol knows what this card means. Glad to see you're okay. Glad to see you're okay, Carol. But anyway, Charmaine. Swift, sudden change. Change. 9 of Hearts. So we have the 9 of Water, or the Cups. Okay. So there is a bit of loss. Whether it be, and I hate to say it, Charmaine, a bit of a depressive state, whether it be a little bit of a letdown, whether it be something that you can't quite grab that you really want. Are you a writer or anything, or do you journal, Charmaine? There's probably going to be a huge delay. Rebecca, you're silly. Rebecca says she's, next pandemic. Oh my God, girl. Okay. Now, Charmaine, you're not a writer or anything. All right. Well, for some ungodly known reason, I see you as needing to have to write this stuff down. And I often tell people, clients of mine, that when they are going through some stuff, that they need to write down their thoughts, prioritize, or even to just kind of get that angst off of you, like if you forget to do something, because there's a lot of deadlines looming with this card, and I think that you don't want to be swept up in the dust, because this is down here a card of disappointment, a number and a card of disappointment with swift change. And everything I spoke about in the beginning of this whole little rant, this tirade that I was going on, You might, if you just tuned in and I was stepping off my soapbox, so to speak, you might want to go back and listen to it again, because there's a lot of techniques that could help you through things if you do start to feel that way. But there's a lot there. Here, Charmaine, yep. Hey, Leanne, you see this? Leanne is on here, and I know Leanne from outside of here. She's a musician. Woo! Leanne, we have someone in the UK here. Whoa. All right. Swift change. Write it down. As I said, write it down. There is a little bit of disappointment looming, okay? Write it down. Get that out of you. Do not burden your shoulders with it. Do not carry it. All right. Okay. Let's get that off there. Let's shuffle, shuffle. And since Leanne popped up just now, and I said, when I asked if you were here, you're getting a card too, lady. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get a card. I hope that helps, Charmaine. We're just doing single cards, so I can try to reach out as much as I can to people tonight. Sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do more. It depends on kind of what I feel. We'll just put it that way, okay? So, Leanne, this is your card. Stars. You know, I kind of would have figured this would be your card, Leanne. Nothing bad at all about that. Now, we have the 8 of Hearts down here in the corner. Divine intervention. My Brooklynese came out there, didn't it? Divine. Okay. Sorry, people. 23 years in Brooklyn. I can't take it out of me, okay? Now, divine intervention. I can't even say it without hearing it in my head. Oh, Lord, help me. Now, there are things going on with your life right now. Things have been lined up in a way so that you are evolving energetically super fast. And you, of all people, need to pay attention to the Lion's Gate right now, because you can get a lot accomplished right now up to the 8th. So whatever you want to put into play energetically, whether it be actually working with some of the things I suggested when I first started tonight, or whether it be even working and incorporating it in what you do for a living, or even on your downtime, you are evolving at this hugely fast pace. But when you jump to the other side, because there is an other side, because this Lion's Gate only lasts up to the 8th, right? Well, actually the end of the 8th, obviously. But so there's an end to it. When it gets to the end, don't look at what you left behind and think, oh, maybe I should have done that. No, because there is a divine plan for you, and the map is in the stars. So look up at the stars. Pay attention to what's going on astrologically right now, okay? Hope that helped, Leanne. Okay, Leanne says, oh my, yes. Charmaine, I just saw, I hope that helped, Leanne. Okay, but I am going to go back and address what Charmaine said, because I get so caught up in this stuff. It's just a one-man operation here. Now, Charmaine, will it be a disappointment with someone or an event? Actually, it's going to be with someone that will make you look at the event differently. That's why you have to understand that you have more to bring to the table, which is a term I often use. You have more to share and give to people. than you understand right now, which is why I keep telling you about the tenacity of the mouse, which is how it can get to areas that it wants to get to by just really putting itself through the ringer. Really can, but it will get to that cheese. It will. You should go back, since you're new here, you should go back and look at a few of my other live streams or even some of my posts for the cards, because this is all kind of clicking together, okay? Like sometimes I talk about rats and cheese, don't I, everybody? Oh my God. Okay. So tangent, contact me if you like outside of here, Charmaine, okay? Now, Leanne, happy that helped. What? My computer's wigging out on me. It wants to restart. Whoa, Lord. Okay. No, we're not letting that happen. Okay, there we go, Charmaine. Okay. Good, Charmaine. Stay with that. Okay? Write it down. Write it down. Carol, of course you're getting a card. Uh-oh. We have salt. Ah, I can't find it, Carol. I'd have to scroll and scroll and scroll. Hi, Sandra. Good. Nice to see you here, Sandra. Leanne is in the middle of some crazy good stuff, as she says down here. That's all good to know. All right, so, you can contact me through my Facebook, Rachel G. Palmistry. You just go to my Facebook page, contact me there through Messenger, or you can also go to my website. And my website has a contact form on it. You don't have to email or anything. You just enter in whatever you want to enter in and hit enter. There's a lot of enter in there, huh? All right. But there you go. elementalintentions.com. Carol, no way. Carol. I just wigged myself out. Ugh. Okay. Well, I felt like I had to tell you about the salt. There we go, everybody. Carol had a bad accident, for those of you just showing up. She had a bad accident a few days after last week's rant. And I warned her about salt. So I thought it was ingesting salt, but there we go. All right. You're here now, Carol. You're here now. Be here now. It's the name of a book, too. Be here now. Now, Carol, you're getting a book. Carol, get the book. No, I'm joking with you. You're getting a card, lady. So, wow. Salt Springs Road. Beware of salt. We're going to write that one down today. It always shocks me when things like that happen. You know, because I question sometimes what I hear, what comes in my head. And it always comes on this side of my face. I guess this is where I hear it. And sometimes I'm like, what? What? No, I'm not saying that. Well, that was one of the times when it was yelling in my ear. Salt. Tell her about salt. So there we go with the salt. But I, Rachel, in my cognitive mind, thought it was, oh, salt. Yeah, don't eat salt. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do question it because I'm human. I am an energy being having a human experience just like everybody. Hi, Anne. Hi, Gemma. Absolutely. I'm trying to do a card for as many people tonight as possible and help us through things because we're going through a major transition, transformative state. Oh, Sound like a robot there. Okay. So right now, Carol's getting a card. See, I didn't forget. Okay. Let's see. We have repeat performers tonight. Repeat cards. You're bigger than this, Carol. I know that back in the beginning of tonight, you said that you keep reliving things in your head. But I want you to understand that there is a different perspective to everything that's been playing out. You have to notice this. I'm getting that thing again. All right. I got to back up. Sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. Are you familiar with that? That whole little line. Okay. Now, why I'm telling you that is because, like I told, I think this was Charmaine that had this card, or was this, who was this? Was this Allison that had this card? Anyway, when I just pulled this card. Understand, I'm looking at all you guys saying, wow, over here. Okay. All right. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, but look at this mouse. Actually, mice. They have climbed up to the top of that blade of grass or weed or whatever it is, right? In order to see over it to what's at the other side. And what's at the other side is a park bench and a light and a whole different world, pretty much. So they have struggled to get through all of this terrain, and I've come to the end of something. And they are going to be entering into something completely new. Now, this is where I'm going to say, again, keep your energy in check. Don't throw all of your energy out there and deplete everything that you have by going over and over, different paths that you could have taken to get through the situations that you're reliving. Don't do it. You're wasting your energy because, as I said, way back in the beginning of tonight, spilling things, way back in the beginning of tonight, we have to let things go. We can't deny the fact that these things have happened. We can't even change the things that have happened, right? But we can work with why we are thinking about them over and over again. And for you, Carol, it's control. And that's not fault, and that's not a flaw. Don't even go thinking that. It's not at all, okay? It's just about regaining control. Nobody read any negativity into that, or I'll come through here and I'll just smack you with the card, okay? It's a human trait. You're going to get through it, but I am going to tell you. I just threw that card in there and I'm being told not to. Okay, there it is again. You see that there isn't any coverage on the other side of that grass, is there? So be careful what you do and what you say. And I wish I didn't think that and know about the car accident at this moment because, yeah, okay, just like Charmaine says down here in the side comments, this is a life lesson. But I also feel that there is some kind of litigation situation and you're going to have some frustration. Be aware that you need to cover yourself. Don't spend all of your energy thinking about what you could have done to change it. You're past it. But just pay attention that you will be out in the open. Okay. I don't even know what that means. Maybe you get sunburned. I don't know. It's Carol, people. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Who else? Who else wants a card? You hear my phone over here? Oh yeah. Yeah. Charmaine says, keep yourself protected. Exactly. Thank you. Sunscreen, coverage. Yeah. See, putting it all together. Yep. Sometimes I just feel like a passenger on this journey. just a passenger. It's kind of long for the ride. Hi, Lonnie. Okay. Gemma. Gemma, you're getting a card. I haven't gotten into my Hershey Kisses yet, people. They're looking at me, and I'm looking at them. They're taunting me. Okay, Gemma. I think you're fab too, Charmaine. I do. Ooh, Gemma, the bear. Don't poke the bear. That's been going off in my head all day today. Don't poke the bear. So are you the bear this is about? You being triggered? People poking at you? I'm going to point out a couple things that I always have to point out with this card for everybody. That you see all that snow on those mountains? There are some difficult times ahead. There are some difficult times right now, but you also have them ahead of you, right? And I know, don't get depressed. And I'll tell you why. Because you see all that snow? You're a polar bear. Your natural habitat is snow. That's where you're most comfortable, is in that icy environment. You're going to get through this. Remember to pause and enjoy your surroundings along your journey. But you are going to get over that mountain to the other side. You are. Don't pay attention to the people that are poking you. Meaning the people that are like, Gemma, Gemma, should I, could I, would you, should you? Don't do it. Don't respond. Continue being you through it all. Use the energy that you have to be you, because you are the thing that you can rely on to get you over that mountain. Do you understand what I'm getting at, Gemma? You are your strongest strategy. Believe in you. Believe in your energy. Believe in your efforts. That's where you put your energy. Okay? You put it toward the outcome. Meaning you want to get over that mountain, you put your assets, your energy, everything toward getting over that mountain for you. But hold on to your energy when it comes to helping the other people. And I know that may sound really bad. I know that may sound really bad. But sometimes empaths, such as yourself, because I do get the feeling that you're an empath, you're like a bright white light. And people will just be like, hey, would you mind if, could you do this? Should I do that? And they just dump and keep giving you their problems and keep taking little teeny bits of your energy. And I wonder if you have an earth hand, Gemma. I wonder what your palm looks like. Because I am a palm reader, actually, everybody. Moreover than just cards. Remember, invest in yourself, okay? Invest in yourself. Hold on to that energy. Okay. Okay, yeah, Charmaine, I bet you do. I bet you do have that feeling. Okay, Anne, you're getting a card. She's telling me to have a Hershey Kiss. They're actually hugs, everybody. I'm not endorsing anything, but hey, it's what gets me through. So it's white chocolate and milk chocolate with a kind of swirled with a milk chocolate center. Gemma, you can get through this on your journey, okay? I'd send you a couple Hershey Kisses if I could, okay? So let's see. And you look familiar. Okay. If that's you in the picture, in your profile pic, you look familiar. Still have the chocolate. Good. Let's see here. Does anybody have any questions? For real. I'm here. I'm actually here for you guys right now. Yeah, you may say, wait, we're not paying, or wait, we didn't make appointments, or wait, blah, 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 etc., schmetera, okay? I want to help you guys. So if you have any questions, just ask, right? Okay. Okay, so, and your card. What is it about this card, people? You saw me shuffle. You saw me shuffle. I'm going to feel like a broken record in about 5 minutes. So how does this apply to Anne? This card's come up twice in a half hour already. So now this is the third time, right? Good. Keep writing. Keep putting that energy somewhere else other than keeping it on you, Dominic. Remember I said just mention anything, ask me any questions, right? Dominic is saying that he's been grumpy and he has been writing it down. That's a good way to get rid of that oppressive stuff that you keep reliving and keep thinking about, because then you're taking the energy and you are focusing it into the physical. You can literally crumple it up and throw it away. You don't need it, okay? That's changing it. That's transforming it. Good for you, Dom. So, Anne, you get the mice. What you got going on, girl? Okay? Now, the mice. This is where I'm going to point out that there are 2 mice, because that's actually what I'm being drawn to. And also that we have wheat. It's not just weeds. It's not just grass. I always notice something different every time I look at these cards, everybody. So enjoy and embrace. And this goes completely against what I just said with I can't even remember. Carol, I think, had this card, right? Now, with you, share. Share with those people that do not incessantly nag you, though, and take your energy. You need to share your energy and who you are with the people that are around you that you aren't giving enough attention to. And by that, I mean they're the type of people that will reciprocate your needs and wants. So let's say they have a question, they want answers, so they come to you and you give them answers. They're not the type to just walk away because they feel better. They will be the ones to say, oh, you know what, Anne? Let me do something for you. What do you need? Or they'll be the type to come back around when you least expect anybody to. Look for those people in your life, because now is the time for you to reap the fruits of your labor. Okay, we're also going into Lamas, which is a type of old world, religious kind of holidays thing going on, right? Lost my words. I haven't eaten chocolate, people. Bear with me. Now, it's also the first harvest. So we're talking and looking at grains. So this is right about now that's going on. Maybe within the next 2 weeks, these people are going to be more pronounced in your life. Don't be afraid to open up to them and share, Anne, okay? Hope that helped a little. Yes, they are field mice. Trust me, I'm very familiar with field mice. My family always called them country mice. So let's see here. What? This is my sister. What, Amy? What are you talking about? Don't make me. She knows me. I get all like, Red Hook, Brooklyn in the house, okay, everybody? Yeah, that's me. So that's where I lived. I don't live there now. You're very welcome, Anne. Yes, I will get the chocolate. I will. You're very welcome. Barbara, you're getting a card. Okay. Shuffle. Let's take a quick drink. What? All the ice melted. Yeah. Tepid water. Okay. So let's see here. Barbara. Barbara. Yeah, I still don't know what you meant, Amy. Smacking a bitch frowned upon. If you know me, that's kind of how I get when I get sassy. You're welcome, Barbara. Here's your card. Here's your card. Ooh. Be careful. Be careful. Now, what I mean by that is there's somebody around you that is saying and doing one thing to your face, and then when your back is turned, doing the complete opposite. This is a duplicitous situation, duplicitous person, okay? And I'm very sorry about my dress, people. I thought I'd be all tropical today. I'm a little more than tropical, okay? Now, also, we have the 9 of clubs down here, which is fire. And this is you throwing everything you possibly can at this person at your own expense. Don't let them put your fire out by allowing you to use all the energy and resources that you have on them and not yourself. That's what this card means. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Hope that helped a little bit. And that card was for Barbara. Okay. Yeah, Barbara. Thank you, Gemma. I tried. What can I say? I try to get my stuff together. If you saw me when I'm on my own, just bumbling around here making crafts, you'd be like, what? Last night I had Star Wars on with purple pants. Star Wars shirt with purple pants on. So, let's see here. Barbara, let me know if you have any questions about that, because that was, yeah. Think about it, okay? See here. Dominic. No, it's not fine. Trust me. Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, it's actually a bona fide Star Wars shirt that has like comic strips, on it, comic book strips. Oh, look at you watching, dude. All right. Okay, now let's get back here. Dom's getting a card. He didn't know it. He is. Okay. There's a lot of people on here. Okay. So what do you think about Dune? Dune is a good book, everybody. Frank Herbert. There's so much philosophy in that book and it's not a book about philosophy, but there is so much to take away from that book. It's unimaginable. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Frank Herbert, Dune, D-U-N-E. Okay, that's what Dominic was talking about. So let's see here. Getting Dom a card. Okay. Ooh, this is really, yeah, it's a very long book. Do not read the movie. Don't. You won't get the gist of it. Trust me. Okay. Dom, your card. Loyalty. You are questioning loyalty. And you are, and I do know Dom from outside of here, so this is going to sound a little jaded, a little biased, okay? But I'm telling you, since this card was pulled, Dom, this is a loyalty card. And this is you being loyal to your inner self, because this is the 10 of hearts, water, cups. It is a joy card, okay? It is a joy card. I also want you to look at your spirit guides. Do you know who your guides are? Dom, do you know? Do you know who your guides are? I know I don't like to have it just low here, but good. Your focus has been you. Good. Build your foundation for you. You see this building in the background, which I'm just noticing? Truly, I am, even though these are my cards. Now, this is all about you building a stronger home for yourself so that you can be happy and that you can be you in and that you can thrive in. That is what is at hand right now. And this is a happiness card. So you need to find the happiness and those happy points, and they will outweigh those things that are triggering you. Now, I also want to say that, remember what I said, that by finding out why you are being triggered, that can give you power. Focus on that, all right? Don't go back and reflect on it and say, oh my God, and relive it. Don't do it. The human experience, that's what happens, okay? We relive it. Find out what you are currently experiencing within your social dynamics of your experience with other people that's actually kind of triggering you to have those flashbacks, okay? There you go. Be loyal to you because you deserve it. You deserve it. And once you understand why you deserve loyalty, then you will know what to look for with your friends. Okay. Yeah, I hear you when it comes to PTSD and everything. Yeah. Wait, I gotta scroll back here. I just saw this. Barbara. Well, I hope that helped, Dom, so we don't get caught off topic. Traffic. What? Okay, caught off topic here, but I just saw what Barbara said about my recent. Oh, remember, I just pulled the Fox card for Barbara, everybody. Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm going to tell you, Barbara, remember, and I am going to address what you just said here, Dom. I'm going to put that up there, okay? But remember, Barbara, we cannot control. Remember, there's that word again, control. The things that people do and say if we are not in the room with them. We don't know what they're saying. Act accordingly, Barbara. Act accordingly. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Dysphoria. You're telling me. Yes, dysphoria is bad right now for everybody because we are, as a collective, I think, not only kind of evolving into being more empathetic toward others, meaning that we all have our own stuff that we're dealing with, our own experiences that we're bringing up to our current situations with us, you know, this like all braided and tied with us, right? But we are also kind of starting to have the ability, if we haven't already, I have already for my whole life been able to do this, but some of us are just starting to be able to also sense what other people are kind of going through too, without them even opening their mouth. So you can just kind of feel it. And you are kind of experiencing that with them too, and it is added on top of what you are already have braided into you. And it's hard. And dysphoria is really hard to snap out of, okay? So remember what I said. You're better than you know and that you understand. I don't know, Dom. I keep being told that you need to hear this, and I don't know, but I'm just going to say it, right? You deserve to be here. Everybody does. And they're loved. We are all loved more than we will ever have an understanding of, because we exist. That in and of itself says it all. I think, therefore I am. Okay? Descartes, the philosopher Descartes. Now, practice some of the things that I spoke about in the beginning, Dom. Trying to find some really super uber graphic rich and color rich photo, and kind of embracing it and kind of traveling into it, just staring at it, right? And noticing all the nuances and the subtleties of the color. And it will change your mood. It will. Okay? You're very welcome, Dom. You're very welcome. And I'm happy you came here too, Charmaine. Charmaine, you are right about the wolf situation in the card, about it being wisdom. It is about knowledge, right? You're building something. You're building a better place for yourself. You're being loyal, meaning you have the awareness to know who is loyal and who isn't, and how to be loyal to others. That is wisdom of the white wolf. Now, wolves, as you say, there are two types. There are the lone wolf and there's the pack wolf. Which one are you going to be? So that might be something you want to focus on too, Dom, that Charmaine pointed out in a strange roundabout way. Okay? Now, who's next? Who's next? Barbara, I'm sorry that you're dealing with people that are like that. Oh, yeah. Who's still here? There's got to be a couple people left that are still here. Anybody want a card? Let's do that. Good, Dom. Yeah, do that. Try that. Okay? Try it. It does help. Okay? Lonnie, you're getting a card. Yeah. Absolutely, you should expect good news, Leanne. But it depends on, I'm being told it depends on the type of news you want to hear. Oh my God. My best buddy from New York City is on here. And you see what she posts. I swear. Yes, tallywhacker. Some of you may know what that means and some of you may not, but it also happens to be about an encounter that my mother and I had at a restaurant in kind of, what would you say that is? Like, it's on Court Street in Atlantic. And it was a Middle Eastern restaurant, and we were the only women in there, and that's where I'm going to leave it at. Okay? We saw a few things we shouldn't have seen. My mom, as she liked to say, she got blinded. Okay. So she got blinded there. Okay, so Lonnie, you're getting a card, and then Mariah, Mariah, let's see, where are you here? There you are. Mariah, you're getting a card too. You are. Sit down. You're getting a card. Okay. Okay, so Lonnie. Hang in there, Mariah. Don't you lose patience. A lot of people don't know what tallywhacker means, but let's just say that my mom got an eyeful that day. Okay. And Mariah is privy to that whole story. I worked at the Metropolitan Museum of Art with Mariah. She's still an employee there. Been through hard times there. She's still in New York City. So let's see here. Lonnie, let's get your card. Let's see. So you thought I forgot about you, didn't you? Ooh, look at you. Look at you. I look at this card, Lonnie, and I just see a huge embrace. And I know, yeah, it pretty much looks that way too, doesn't it? But if you notice, there are two different trees here, right? And they're kind of twisting around each other like a little braid. And where they are farthest apart, over here, there's not much growth, but way up in the center, here, I'm going to get way up in there. You see those leaves right there? There's growth, isn't there? They're green, whereas everywhere else they're just brown. So when you have a meeting of the minds and you come together, and I'm not just going to say that this is about a significant other, Lonnie, I'm going to say this is about yourself too. When you accept you and who you are going to grow. And I'm going to tell you also that this is the Jack of Hearts, which is water, aka cups. Jacks are knights, aren't they? And they're the ones that are sent out to do all the dirty work for the royals. They're the ones that go out into battle, get dirty, get bloody, get the scars, right? Experience it and embrace it. You have the energy and the strength of a knight ready to go to war. But who are you going to go to war for? Is it going to be for other people who may have sway over what you do? Or is it going to be for yourself? That self that is inside. I want you to think about that, Lonnie, okay? Embrace that side of you. And I also want to say you shouldn't have fear because you're a knight, for God's sake. Okay? Yes, yourself. Yes. I hope that helped a little bit. That's what's going on right now. You are a warrior. Yes, you are. Jacks are good in euchre. Oh, I haven't heard anybody use the word euchre in so long or even talk about that game. That's hilarious, Loretta. It really is. I think my grandmother, Grandpeg, played that. You're very welcome, Lonnie. Now, the piece de resistance. We get to Mariah, everybody. Mariah, are you still here? Did you sit down like I told you to sit down? Are you sitting down? I want you to sit down. People want me to tell the story of the tallywhacker. All I got to say is this very official and very pompous pomp, meaning, you know, very like rigid kind of official supervisor is the one that recommended, from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, is the one that recommended I go to this restaurant in Brooklyn, and we had an experience, my mother and I. My mother, who is forever blessed with the image in her mind of some man's tallywhacker. Because he literally just took his pants off in the restaurant. So, yeah. Yes, and I didn't see it because I was minding my own business. So, yeah, Mariah. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the whole story. You get the gist of it, right? And Mom leans in and goes, Rachel. And I'm like, what? Trying not to look up. She says, Rachel, I just got an eyeful. I'm like, what? You got an eyeful? She says, yeah, I got blinded by the light. I'm like, you got blinded by the light? And she said, yeah, I saw a man's tallywhacker. And I'm like, well, you saw what? I saw a man's tallywhacker. I'm like, okay, all right, sure. So, yeah, she never lets me live that one down. You just made my evening there, Mariah. So let's get your card, okay? Dom's leaving. Dom is leaving. You have a good night too, Dom. Do not call me Ray. Oh, Lord, that's a conversation for later. So, okay, Mariah. Shuffling these bad boys. We have repeat performers. You saw me shuffle a shuffle, right? Mariah. This must be why I told you to sit down, pay attention. There is somebody that's being duplicitous, two-faced around you. Pay attention. You might be in kind of a, I want to say euphoria, right? Not dysphoria like we were talking about earlier. That's something completely different. Now, euphoria meaning a little bit happy, a little bit giddy about something. I don't necessarily know what about. Pay attention. There are subtle signs here, and they are at play, and it is going to cause a lot of rough areas for you, meaning your energy is going to feel down because you will be putting so much toward this person. Like I said before, this card is pretty much the same across the board for everybody, okay? Now, pay attention, Mariah. I'm also going to pull a second card for you. Yeah, you're special like that tonight, just for giving us the tallywhacker story. We're bringing it up in my head again. It was hilarious. Yeah, Sandra, it was, you should have been there. We were the only women in the entire restaurant. They were all men. All men. We just kept our heads down, but Mom braved and looked up, and she looked up at the wrong time. So here we go. Interesting. Mariah, this is your second card. This is where I'm going to say this card is often associated with the Hierophant in the tarot deck. Okay, and don't pay attention to that down there. Okay, we're not looking at that at this moment. We're looking at the imagery that's everywhere else in it. Okay, now you can give and give and give all you want to people, but guess what? It's not, you're never really fully going to get what you want at this point in time. You have to focus on your energy above all else. You have to focus on your energy. And you are a very giving person, but you're dealing with somebody like this. Don't let them take all of your energy while you're not looking. Okay? I don't even know what that means. This got so heavy all so quick, didn't it? Oh my Lord. No, this isn't that heavy, Mariah. I don't mean to put the fear of God into you or anything like that. It's just that there are subtle signs here at play, and there's somebody who's doing something that isn't quite what they should be doing, okay? that you pay attention to the people around you. There's also a divine plan here. This is a 6. It's a 6 of Wands. This is a victory card. You will get through it. Clubs, fire. The 6 of Fire is kind of like a victory card. So you are going to get through this, and this is a relationship situation because the 6 also is implied for the major arcana, which happens to be the Lovers. Okay, so this is a relationship card. Okay. And my computer wants to restart, everybody. Oh, Lord. Okay. This night, getting the chocolate out. Okay. Getting the chocolate out. Okay. So, anybody have any questions about that? You want to see the cards again? You got really quiet, everybody. Anybody have any questions? More than just Mariah? Mariah, it's okay. My friend, it's okay. It is. You're going to see me pop a Hershey hug here. I'd give you one. I'd give you one if I could. I would. I don't mean to trivialize what you're going through. I just wish I could reach through the computer and give you a hug. I do. Yes, intimate relationship. And that is right, Leanne. Getting a little bit off topic here, but not. We're talking about relationships, but we're talking about Mariah's relationship. But Leanne is bringing up the twin flames are going to come into being, especially with this Lion Gate that's going on, and is actually culminating on August 8th, 8/8, okay? Now, with all that being said, what's a twin flame? A lot of people think that soulmates are twin flames, and twin flames are soulmates. And a lot of people think that your twin flame is somebody that you should be in a relationship with no matter what. So, and I've come across a lot of people. I got to answer this. I got to stop where I'm talking because Mariah is concerned here, and which I don't blame her, okay? But she's asking, are cards ever wrong? I'm going to tell you that the cards are the interpretation of the reader, okay? You saw the images, but I will tell you that that's what was pulled for you right now. And you, as a client, often, even myself, when I go and I have other people read cards for me, I will want to put my own spin on things when I see what cards are pulled. It's kind of good to have an outside, outside voice, outside opinion on things. But are they wrong? They're not necessarily wrong because they were the cards that were pulled. But I will tell you that cards change on a daily basis because you're constantly going through things, different things, and experiencing different situations on a daily basis. Whereas when it comes to palms, that's more in the sand, okay? Meaning it's like a line drawn in the sand. Imagine coming in contact with different energy and leaving a scar. Like you hear the phrase, they left their mark on you. It's something entirely different than cards. So they change on a day-to-day basis. But as of right this very second, I'm going to say, no, they're not wrong. Okay. Man, and Mariah, you even brought the Tallywhacker story, and I gave you that shitty. I'm so sorry. And I just swore how many times. That's bad. Don't put me in Facebook jail, okay, people? Hang in there. And we are going to talk outside of here. I promise I'm going to call. Promise. Oh, God. Promise I'm going to call. Okay. Now, Talitha. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name. You're going to be the last one for this evening because I am starting to lose my voice. And you see how much can get read into a single card? A lot, right? I'll pull a card for you tomorrow too if you want, Mariah. See how things are going. Just call me or I'll call you, okay? We'll do it. We'll do it. Mariah is the one that trained me at the museum. So that's how we know each other. Now, yeah, thank you, Charmaine. Getting back on the soul flame. I mean, the soul flame. I crossed in there. Soulmate and twin flame. I'm going to agree and disagree with you, Charmaine, okay? Now, exactly. A lot of people try to say, oh, they're my twin flame. I should be in a relationship with them. They're my twin flame. But yet you fight horribly with each other, or things just never seem to kind of go anywhere. It's very stagnant. That's because you're essentially the same spirit, if you understand what I'm getting at. So a twin flame isn't necessarily, in my experience of doing this for over 30 years, somebody that you should demand to have a significant other relationship from, meaning a love or intimate relationship with. Should it be somebody that's in your life? Absolutely, because you know what each of you are going through pretty much. But when it comes to actually helping you evolve, think about that. Yeah, it's hard to explain. You can only evolve from the circumstances and the situations that are kind of thrown at you throughout life, right? And if you're only dealing with yourself, are you going to actually be able to evolve when it comes to a relationship or in your relationships if you're only dealing with somebody who is pretty much like you, spiritually, meaning your twin flame? I say no. You guys can all yell about that behind my back. I don't mind, but that's my own opinion on things because I've seen too many people go through too many things to try to hold a relationship together because they're twin flames. Okay. Now, Talitha, you're getting a card, and then you are the last person. Okay, and then I have a bunch to tell everybody, a bunch of things to tell people. Yeah, this has got to be the last card, everybody. I'm sorry. Man. Clover. The clover. Now it's time to make honey. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. We have the 6 of diamonds down here. So it's all about foundations. It's about wealth. It's about attainment. It's about growth, right? These things that we've just been talking about a little bit, right? Evolving. Well, what do bees do with clovers? They turn it into honey, don't they? And it is a resource to them. They keep going back to it and back to it and back to it. And it is a constant supply to them. Enjoy the fruits of your labor right now. Enjoy the growth that you are going through. Enjoy the fact that the universe is kind of shining upon you, whether or not you think it is. You have another 6 down here. Again, I feel like I need to tell you, though, that at some point in time, you're going to have to realize that what you have in front of you is quality, not quantity. And I think that's pretty much the mentality of the bees that I would associate with this card as well. Quality, not quantity. Do you know how many trips it would take to go back to that clover in the lifespan of one bee in order to make a teaspoonful of honey? Quality, not quantity. Don't pressure yourself. Okay. That's all I can do tonight. I'm kind of draining fast here. Exactly, Rebecca. Exactly, Rebecca. Rebecca's talking about the twin flame situation. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Don't have to say it. No, I'm joking with you. Yeah, I get drained really fast because I do readings during the day too, like private readings. So you're very welcome. And I hope you don't mind that I'm absolutely saying your name wrong, but I am going to say a couple things about what I got going on now. I am doing in-person one-on-one readings in a new venue, and it's completely private, completely COVID-19 precaution friendly, meaning that they are observed. So wear your freaking mask, okay? Things we'll be using antibacterial gel, etc., and sprays. But it is in the Phoenix building. Oh, let me get this off there so we can see. There we go. There we go. The Phoenix building in Lisbon, Ohio. That is what the Phoenix building looks like. And it is that pink door smack in the middle with the red trim on it. That is the room where the readings are taking place. Now, this is what the room looks like. Little guy right there. Still needs some modifications, like a couple more plants, etc. But that's pretty much the gist of it, what I have right now. And this is all because the owner of this building that I'm in said, Rachel, why don't you do some readings in here? You know, just go ahead and do your thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure, thank you. So if you are interested in something like that, you can contact me. Go to my website here, elementalintentions.com. There is a 15% off coupon for any of the readings, and it's called Blooming Again 123. That's what you enter in at checkout. Make sure that you specify whether you want online, which is what my readings usually are, is through Zoom or something like that, or if you want something in person. Again, elementalintentions.com, Blooming Again 123. And let me see, is there anything else I want to leave you guys with? I'm going to let you look at that again. Okay. You got to let go of that stuff that's keeping all of us in a rut, because we're better than that. Energetically, we deserve more, or else we would not be here continuously evolving. Okay. Learn to work with why these things keep happening and why the rut is occurring. Okay. Meaning why you keep thinking about it, not why they keep happening. I got to rephrase that a little bit. I got angry at myself there for a second. Just because I'm sleepy. Worn out, people. Okay, now let's go back here and get rid of that image. Come back to the comments. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And yeah, I'm just here to help. That's kind of what I think my soul journey is on this, in this lifetime for me. We're all just energy beings having a human experience. Remember that. And understand that you are more loved than you will ever be able to fathom, because the only thing that we can ever know is that we will never know. And that was Plato. not Play-Doh that you work with, Plato, okay? Philosopher. So, and if we're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed, which is a scientific fact, then we are just energy beings constantly transitioning into different states. Is that not correct? So the fact that you exist and that you have the ability to think, make decisions, and have a life just proves how important you are. Remember that. Remember you're loved. And remember that I love you. Okay, and if you have any questions, just reach out to me, Rachel G. Palmistry, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and wherever the hell I pop up at. Good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.